good morning, or afternoon, or night, as the case may be, and welcome back to my channel, Damsels and Dragons DP. This is week 5 of our event. If you are participating in that, I hope you are, and I'm glad you're here. I know the past couple weeks I've been a little bit, just a little more MIA. So things have been a bit crazy, but I'm hoping to get back into everything. This video will include the winners from weeks 3 and week 4. I'll get to that a little bit later. So today I am working on Lady Liberty by Hannah Lynn. She's a cute little patriotic mermaid. I felt like 4th of July, this was a great one to break out this time of year. I am using this gorgeous pen for the first time. This is from Norse Alchemist, and it was a Northern Lights pen, is how he described it, like the blanks, and I had to have it. I was actually in the middle of a training a few weeks ago, and I was browsing Facebook, and I was like, oh my goodness, yes, I have to have that. So that tells you pretty quick shipping, because I live in the US. It comes from, I believe, Denmark. And I got it. It was waiting for me when I got back from my Disney trip / training. My tray, Isabella Art de Nicole. Absolutely love her trays. This is one of her newer ones. I realized this recently. So she's updated them, and they have these little notches here. And when you put the lid on, it like clicks, and it's super nice. It also does come with a stopper. I don't always use the stoppers, especially this section right here, super confetti heavy. So if I'm changing out my colors a lot, I don't always use the stopper. But if I'm doing a color for a long time, I do. And then I have these little guys that are keeping me company today. These were actually pins from Dragons and Beasties, but these are, they're cat dragons. And they were pins, and then my husband just pulled off the pin part, turned them into minders. Right now they're keeping me company here on my table, but when I pull my plastic sheet up to put another row of release papers on, I use them to keep the plastic up. So I kind of do a mix. I don't totally take my plastic off. I do a row at a time with my release papers. So that's just kind of my method. I know everybody has something different that works for them. All right, well, here we are. We're into July already, second month of our event. I know we've had quite a few finishes. I have finished a couple now. I finished my first project I was working on that was a slightly bigger one, my Meg. And then I've been working on the little zodiac mermaids that I adore. I've actually now completed all of the ones that come before mine, if you consider before mine like being anything from when January starts, which would be Capricorn. I know Capricorn is also end of December, but Capricorn through the one before mine, which would have been Gemini. So I'm a Cancer. I am going to work on that mermaid here after I finish this Lady Liberty. It should hopefully be right around my birthday. So good timing. All right. Well, so I've been missing a little bit. Last week I was in Florida for a training, and holy smokes, kudos to all of you that live in the South where it is humid and warm. So here in Colorado we get dry heat. I don't like heat, period. I am one of those people that would rather be cooler than hot. I can always put on some layers, throw on a jacket, use a cute blankie, but I don't like being hot and not really being able to do anything about it to cool down. And wow, I was just about dying down there in Florida. I feel like that was also a testament to myself that, like, I know I'm not in the best shape, but I have gotten in even worse shape this past school year. I just really wasn't doing all the things that I needed to be doing. So since I have been back, part of the reason that I have not been around as much is I've just been exhausted. For one, every day I've been taking naps. So joy of the summer, I get naps. And then I have been trying to get myself back into working out. So I have been back on my bike working out. So for a while I was doing that almost every day like crazy. I'd even get up before work. I'd get up at like 4 in the morning and do it. I'm hoping maybe I can get to a place where I'm doing that again this year, just because by the time I get home, it's just so hard. We're doing dinner, and then I only get to spend a little bit of time with my husband. He works nights, so we work opposite shifts. It can make things hard. But I do want to try to get back into some healthier habits. I try to motivate myself with virtual races. So I had bought a collection of Lord of the Rings virtual races here a couple of years ago when I was doing really good, and I had finished. It was a 5-race set, and I had finished the first 3. So I'm now on the 4th one, which is it's 600 and some miles. So I'm trying to get back to that, and I've been working on it again this week, and I'm hoping to finish that by the end of the year, which is actually a pretty light goal. When I had originally, I should have started it last summer, and my goal was to finish it around October, and then I just totally kind of stopped working out and had fallen off of my working out wagon for about a year before getting back to it. So I am trying to jump back on that wagon and be good about it. Let's hope it'll last. So anyways, aside from the heat and the humidity, Disney was absolutely amazing. It was so much fun. So I had never been. I've always loved Disney, but I did not get the opportunity to go when I was younger. And so this for me was just a prime opportunity. We were already going to be down there. And so I did 2 days at the Disney parks. So we did one day at Magic Kingdom and the other day at Epcot. Now, something to know about me is I'm not a big rides person. I have always gotten motion sick. I don't really like cars. I can do planes, but they're not, my favorite. So anyway, so I wasn't really sure about the rides, but I was super stoked just A, to be in Disney, and B, I was actually super excited for Epcot for the countries. So I did brave some rides at Magic Kingdom, and I did okay. I do think that I might check out, I keep hearing about these relief bands now that send little electromagnetic pulses through your system and are supposed to help with motion sickness. So I might have to check that out. The idea really intrigues me, and I have a feeling that when I take my kids to Disney, they're going to want to do the rides. So, but I've got some time to plan for that. We're hoping to go here. We're planning a trip for 2025 and not the summer because I just cannot do that heat again. But anyways, my big dream come true from Magic Kingdom was that I got to eat at Beast's Castle. So it's one of their character dining experiences, and you eat in the castle, and you can be placed in one of 3 rooms: the ballroom, the West Wing, or like a kind of gallery that's not from the actual movie. We were in the West Wing, and the Beast walks through, and it's just like this really amazing meal. Very rich though, very amazing, very rich meal. And it was just like this dream come true, like just this little fairy tale. And then on Friday we went to Epcot. So I've always wanted to travel. When I was in high school, I got lucky enough that I did take 2 years of high school German, and my German teacher won a trip for her and 5 students, expenses paid, to go on a 10-day trip in Germany. And I was chosen to do that, and that was for me like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I was so excited. I really want to go back to Germany someday, but I've just always been fascinated by other countries. I've always wanted to travel. I've always joked that when it comes to history, American history, I feel like bores me, but I love like world history. So on Friday, the rest of the group was doing their rides and everything, and I just kind of did Epcot at my own pace and walked around the countries. And I joked that I was gonna like snack around the world. Like I wanted to eat stuff in every country. I was trying to be good, but so if you've never been, they have Canada, England, or the UK, which I was so excited about. I probably could have spent just about my whole day just in the UK. I love Harry Potter. I have, I joked that I wanted to go, well, I don't know that it was totally a joke, but when I was pretty young, still in elementary school, or like 5th, 6th grade, I actually researched Oxford, and I wanted to go to Oxford, which is very difficult to get in school. I love all things Scotland. I'm a huge reader / listener of historical romance taking place in the Regency period or even before, that are like England, Scotland type romances. So I love all things the UK, all things kind of that culture. I did get to see Alice, the character Alice from Alice in Wonderland, in Epcot there. I did not like personally go up to her and meet her, but I did get to see her. She was outside one of the little shops. And I really wanted to have fish and chips at their fish and chips place in the UK, but we already had lunch plans. Anyways, I was just absolutely fascinated. And then you go over to France, and I do love, I loved Disney's interpretation of France as well. Beauty and the Beast obviously takes place in France. So I went and sat in on the little Beauty and the Beast sing-along. I wanted crepes so badly, but again, we already have lunch reservations. And I did go back to the bakery and get some macarons for my husband because he absolutely loves macarons. It's funny because I don't usually care for macarons as a dessert, but one of them did come with my meal at the Beast Castle, and it was by far my favorite dessert, actually. They gave us a plate of 3. So we had a little truffle, the macaron, which was like a strawberry flavor, very, very fresh. It was very good. And then the gray stuff, which was kind of like a whipped type, just, I don't even know what it was, but anyways, my favorite was actually the macaron. So just kind of a fun, cute fact. And then let's see, we had lunch in Italy. And then in Morocco, I got to meet Princess Jasmine, and that one I actually did meet. She filmed a little video and I sent it back to my kiddos because I was missing them and I wanted them to get that little piece of Disney. So she said hi to them and it was just very, very neat. And then, let's see, I also had gelato in Italy, and it was so good. It was such a hot day. It was very yummy. And then I was super excited to go to Germany, obviously. And I really wanted a pretzel, though. I really wanted a pretzel in Germany. I heard they have really good ones there at Epcot in Germany, and I just couldn't find them. But that's okay. I did go in. They had a Werther's shop, and I have always loved Werther's caramels. They remind me of my Grammy. She used to have them in her pocket all the time, like at church. And they had a whole shop, and they made Werther's caramel popcorn, and it was fresh and it was hot, and the whole shop smelled so good. Oh my goodness. Again, I could have just moved in there. I was joking with my mom. I was like, okay, Mom, I'm moving to Epcot. I'm going to live in the countries. But it just was really neat. I really, really enjoyed that. And then, trying to think of what country came after Germany. Oh my goodness, walking through the Japan and China were super neat and fun. They had like this whole shop for Japan that had a bunch of like, oh goodness, anime stuff, Nintendo type character stuff. I actually video called my husband while I was there, and like we were walking through the store in Japan together, and we were joking that it was a good thing he wasn't there because he would have wanted to buy like everything in the shop. But that was really, really, really neat. Just a lot of stuff that you wouldn't see every day. And then Norway, unfortunately I didn't get to spend as much time there as I wanted to, but I did go in their little bakery, and I got lefse, and I just wanted lefse so badly. Like, it just sounded, it sounded yummy. Plus, I remembered Olaf mentioning it in Frozen, or in his little Christmas one, I can't remember which one. But I was like, oh, I need to try it. And it was really good. It's like a flat potato bread, and then they put butter and cinnamon sugar in it and roll it up, and it was really yummy, actually. And then I kind of missed out on Mexico, because then the rest of my group was like, okay, we're gonna actually leave a little bit early, go back and get our stuff, and then head to the airport to go home. And I was like, okay, so I am already planning a trip for my family. I was like, okay, I keep saying someday I'll take you to Disney. And I actually teased my son, and I said, well, I will take you before you get as old as I was my first time. and this was my first time. But it was just like teasing. I really don't want to wait until he's in his 30s before I take him. So we're already just trying to plan a trip, and I'm working on a budget. I'm going to have to work through my diamond painting stash and not buy a bunch of new ones. But really, I'm excited. I want my kids to have that experience because it really was very, very neat. For me as an adult, and I just know that seeing it through my kids' eyes is going to be even more magical. And I know that I didn't even see like half the stuff I wanted to see or try half the stuff I wanted to try. I feel like you could spend so much time there. So, like, I really wanted to try an original, like, the pineapple Dole Whip. And while I had one of their mermaid Dole Whips for the Little Mermaid. I did not have the regular, so put it on my list for next time. So, if you have ever been to a Disney park, I would love for you in the comments to put either what your favorite ride was, your favorite thing to see, or your favorite snack or treat to have was. If you haven't been to a park, tell me if you would like to visit one, or what you would rather do. Maybe you would rather go to Universal. If you're not into that at all, just tell me, like, if you had, like, the ultimate vacation, what would you do? I know we did if you could travel anywhere, where would you go? But, like, if you could just have that ultimate vacation, what would you do? What would you plan? And I will look for those comments for our week 5 giveaway. For week 3, just because I'm a couple weeks behind, I did go ahead and pick 2 winners. So I will insert those here. So congratulations. Because those winners were from YouTube, sometimes your YouTube name and your Facebook name don't match up. So if you do not see a message from me sometime today coming through Facebook through the PM system, please then message me and let me know what your YouTube name was so that I can match it up and get you the form to claim your prize. And then the week 4 giveaway was right on Facebook, so that winner is right here. So again, congratulations. You will be receiving, again, a PM from me with the information to claim your prize. So congratulations. I hope you guys are having fun. And then I know I'm behind on getting prizes out, but I am going to pack those up today. So they're going to go out in the mail either hopefully today or tomorrow before noon, obviously, since tomorrow's Saturday. But hopefully today I'm going to get them packed up, take them down to the post office, get them sent out. I hope you guys are having a good time. I know some of you are subscribed, so thank you so much. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love if you did. And then just put a like on this video, and I will see you again soon. All right, thanks guys. Bye.